Hey, what's going on, guys? James Warnings here, and welcome back to more F1 2017 career mode, guys. And we're back again for more of this gameplay action video. We're back after took a break after took a summer break after we had the Hungarian Grand Prix last time out. And we're here for part 45 going, guys, of my F1 2017 career mode, guys. We're here again back for more of this video. So last time we did the Hungarian Grand Prix way, and by the end, it was a 1-2 for Mercedes for Hamilton finishing third to Bottas, his teammate, with Max Verstappen joining on the podium like he used to do in real life times in 2020 and 2021 season, though, as well as 2019 as well, clearly. So, but yeah, they completely done that, completely so. So yeah, for that though. So yeah, to see the back on the podium instantly. So yeah, we Ricardo foot, and I finished that race in P5. So yeah, I started all the way down in P14 for the race, for the start of the race of the Hungarian Grand Prix, guys, and I'm on my way back off the field. After two scheduled pit stops, I finished the race in top 5, finishing P5, and where I scored some points in the top 10. I got into the top 10 and scored some valuable points. I got 10 extra valuable championship points I added to my name, and hopefully that will be well enough for my team to get well ahead up, well away from Tom Watson, try to snatch that 6th place for me, and hopefully try and beat the Tom Watson and the Haas drivers once and truly for all done for that. And unfortunately, it was a double DNF for the last week for Scuderia Fiat and Misery with Urbani's team for Yahweh, because Vettel and Kimi had both got mechanical failure issues and had an engine blowout failure and had an engine failure blowout and mechanical issues to their cars they had in the last race in Hungary. Unfortunately, so unfortunately, both of the cars unfortunately had to retire from that race. Unfortunately, so in the last race not in Belgium, in the last race of the Hungarian Grand Prix in Hungary. Yeah, at the Hungarian circuit in Budapest. So yeah, disappointed save for that for the two championship contenders, Sebastian Kimi, the Finnish and the German, both retired the race in that Hungarian Grand Prix. And my team partner did really well. He finished that race actually in P12. I think he actually fit. Oh, maybe no. I think he finished. No, he finished all the way down in P40 for Renault. Not good result for that for my teammate Palmer. Finished down P15, winning well in the points so far. So midway through the race, finally so, but unfortunately he didn't get any points by the end of the way and finished down P14 by the end of the race, just by German's Sauber driver Pascal Wehrlein, who got ahead of him and finished at a impressive 13th place for the Sauber team. Nearly 3 places to the point scoring system to finish in 10th place for that is crucially, but it was a bit good result for them since Ericsson finished that race in 14th place for Sauber in the European race in Australia, though in Melbourne in Albert Park, eventually that was eventually. So yeah, that's what happened then in the first race to see in Australia, where Ericsson scored some valuable points. Actually, no. Didn't score any valuable point. Didn't get any point. I think the last about 2 laps down from the race there, though. I think he was though for the Swedish driver for Sauber. So yeah, eventually he's now into the car now. So yeah, it was a very good one for that. Finished the top by in the last race in Hungary, guy in the full race then. So it was a very good job for that to finish in 1st place and scored 10 valuable points for the Renault team. But yeah, so before this video started, we just added a new part fitted to the car and the powertrain engine power, fuel injection system power, being ensuring the maximum fuel load weight is constantly as close to the regulated limit as possible. The power output can be boosted, so we improved the packet by 4.2 bhp, part impact minor, area pocket 29. Yeah, thank you for that. Sorry for that, guys. So yeah, we're looking forward for this. So here we are, guys. We're here at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Stalford for the Belgian Grand Prix, and it's sunny with a bright blue sky, cloudy skies here at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Belgium, where there has been major history and major accident there, like the tragic death of Andrew Huth back in 2019, though, especially. Also that Mr. Hope sort of unforgettable Belgian Grand Prix last year in 2021, on what caused the Belgian Grand Prix race, where they're only a couple of minutes in, a few laps gone into the race though, where it was affected because the race had to be cancelled because they had to be proposed as endless race. Yeah, had to report their death after too much heavy storm conditions, too much lightning. Too much thunder and too much rain showers to plow the circuit already. Though we've lost the whole circuit, like play games and all of that. Sorry, so yeah. And that one went to Max Verstappen. Won the way had the George was in the release his first podium in Formula One, and Lewis Hamilton third for Mercedes. So yeah, wasn't got that podium in this first play here for Williams in that chaotic small amount of a little bit of a race, like a short race for just 2 laps on that was unfortunately so that he took it and then went on to win the race and went on to finish on the podium for the British driver in his third year for the Williams team. Eventually, after 2 years fighting for podiums, fighting for the top 10 eventually. So yeah, very truly best finish for his women debut for his Williams team. So best result for his Williams team done, but he's now Mercedes now. His best high finish for the team is now for his new team. He's now actually third now from the Australian Grand Prix now. So that's what's Jones' best finish so far today. So yeah, to expect to be over here at Spa-Francorchamps. So yeah, like the 1998 where Damon Hill won it for Jordan in 1998 for the Jordan the team principal, and with his team wife Summer finished second place there. And yeah, in that great chaotic Belgian GP race that was eventually for Rangers Dawn race that was in the rain Belgian GP rain-soaked Belgian Grand Prix. And also we have a lot of history eventually, so like going to 29 or maybe not. But we haven't got that just yet. And Hamilton lost that win after they had a sort of trade fight second penalty for constantly while on the move on French Kimi Watkins Ferrari in the 2008 final for the last of the Belgian GP. That was back then when it was beginning to wane. In the dramatic few laps of the race to go for like 2 laps remaining to Michael Crasta. The penultimate lap of the race, requested there like just need to bust up the canes. The last year I crashed last year in the F1 2016 Korean mode game, eventually so that's not very good at all for that. So yeah, but here we are in Belgian Grand Prix at the Spa-Francorchamps Hills. So yeah, very good for that. So yeah, made a good like a history for that. But Kimi had these with fans in Belgium and took the win for VI, and he took the win here in Belgium the following year in 2009 in Belgium. When beating out Car Force India to take the win glory for the Finnish driver. It would be his 18th victory out of possible 21 wins he had in his F1 trial career. Had the physical second place, his first podium since his last podium in Formula 1, and the team's first ever podium visit on the Formula 1 podium, and further finish that racing P3 behind him third place for Red Bull Racing. That was true though. So yeah, so here we are at the Belgian Grand Prix, guys, waiting for practice one for the Belgian GP, and we're looking very good so far because yeah. So let's have a quick update of the Drivers' Championship after Hungary, the Hungarian GP so far eventually. So yeah, so here it is then, guys. Here's the Drivers' Championship though after the Hungarian Grand Prix last time out in Budapest. And after disappointing double DNF for Scuderia Ferrari in the last race in Hungary, it means that Mercedes had power to make it 1-2 finish in the last race and scored a maximum valuable points of 43 points eventually. So here it is so far. So at the end of the Hungary, so after Hungary, after the summer break for F1, here's the championship so far. Lewis Hamilton is at the top of the lead of the Drivers' Championship, guys, with 172 points, 6 points behind his teammate Valtteri Bottas. The British driver is in second place so far and closing the gap to his teammate. Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen only just 28 points behind Lewis, but they're actually just 10 points separated from these two Ferraris racing from each other. Yeah, two of them are separated from each other with 10 points apart for them. Dan Ricciardo in the Red Bull Australian giant in P5 ahead of his teammate Max Verstappen in P6. There is both of the force engine of Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon in 8th, with me in 9th, and Grosjean and Mazda both tied the equal amount of points for Goodis Steiner's team, Haas team. Even though Mazda is back in Formula 1 though this year, Grosjean is not. He's actually in IndyCar. The replacement of him is Mick Schumacher, a fellow German, to the son of Michael Schumacher. Eventually, Vettel now new Schumacher, Mick Schumacher son, new Schumacher partner, which is Mick now. He's now prepared to be friends with him. That's a fellow German friend for that. eventually. So yeah, a very good job for Destiny is as well for that though. So yeah. By the way, so yeah, looking good for us. So yeah, just behind me will be the two. It's the two spy Fernando Alonso Collins side in 11th trip for McLaren Torres. Well, Fernando Alonso and Sainz are in F1 still. Alonso's waiting for the Alpine team. While Sainz is at the Scuderia Ferrari team, partnering with Charles Leclerc, the Mike Gas for Ferrari, and hopefully leading both championship after Miami GP. We have to check that out though, guide the race. But go check it out on the Formula 1 YouTube channel right now for this. Yeah, go on the F1 YouTube channel and find that video, the Miami GP race highlights, and go check that race down where Max Verstappen won the race very great in the Harvard Stadium circuit in Miami. Very great, dominated in the USA in America. So good work for that for Max. Yeah. So yeah, good job for him to win that race. Well, anyway, though, let's move on to the Constructors' Championship next, guys. And it's Mercedes are clear out in front for Real. The starting 1-2 from that race. With Real scoring any point, the gap was eventually just 1 point between these two teams going into Hungary. But after that race, both Real had a double DNF for the last race, as Toto Wolff's team looks like the team to beat as they increase their gap up to 44 points now in the team in the Constructors' Championship, though. Webber eventually staying third, but over 100 points from Force India. Haas are ahead of it in the top 5 and 5th place, with us in 6th place, just 4 points behind Toro Rosso, the Frank Toss Italian team. Then we got McLaren P8, Williams in 9th, and Sauber have still yet to get off the mark solely. And they've got 8 points so far, and after 11 races, we secured 2 top 5 finishes. We have scored some points. We nearly scored like 400% of the players, except finishing 11th place outside the point in Spain, finishing disappointing 16th place in Monaco, and a disappointing DNF retirement in Azerbaijan racing back around the Classic Grand Street circuit back in Azerbaijan's capital city. Eventually not, sorry, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's what happened though for this, yeah. But we're now putting for the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix now, guys. We're looking forward to this, so yeah. So, I'm just going to be right back there. I'm just going to turn up the TV up, increase the volume of the TV a little bit, and hope you can hear the music of the theme inside the sound of the music playing out on TV. So I'm going to turn it off then, guys. Turn it up now. The volume. I'm going to turn up the volume then, guys, and you can hear this more properly for practice one for the Belgian GP. Okay, turn up though, guys. I turn up the TV so you can hear this more betterly, guys. You can hear more clearly the sound for this game, guys. In this F1 2017 game on the PS4. So yeah, that's what it's truly to be. So yeah, but before we go to Panama, let's just take a look at the research and development progress to the upgrades of our cars. Let's take a look at the R&D frequency tree, and we can see which is up. We have just applied that fuel adjustment system that we just applied for that. So we just insert that completely. We have purchased that completely for that for over 1,500 resource points we spend on. So yes, yeah. So we might plan to get another durability. We might get let's get the I-square-1. We probably get to the internal industrial engine. So yeah, let's get this eventually, so we can use it to increase 30% of all ICE component will be more resistant to it. And remember, ICE means that it is ICE means that's the internal combustion engine that is to the car. But speaking of we've got a bit of a problem with this. We have a bit of a problem there. I don't think I think the game will be fine for that to survive the whole weekend. To survive the whole race, I hopefully do. Sorry, that's yeah. But I don't think none of my advantage progress so far. Like if it would be raining for Sunday's Grand Prix, we might find our way starting for the back of the pack. I think we're trying to do because I think some of our engine progress have gone up probably a bit. So yeah. So we need to be careful on those eventually. We might plan to get ourselves a new motor generated kinetic and part of the car. And I thought that would restore the grip penalty, so we might drop 5 places for that. So let's see. I think we might need to do and also the heat as well to the motor generator unit kit of the engine part power unit engine part of the hybrid car of the hybrid engine era. So yeah, that's what it is then. So yeah. So that will be with sort of a template script here. So we might be started further back in the pack for however if it will be raining or not in this race in Belgium. Hopefully we'll do so for that. So yeah. But anyway, might sort that out for practice 2. I originally I'll say to think about it. So yeah. Alright then guys, without further ado though, let's get into practice 1 for the Belgian Grand Prix at the circuit, the Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Belgium. It's time for the first practice of the Belgian Grand Prix, but let's get into this guys. It's time for practice 1 of the Belgian Grand Prix.
Here we are then at the longest racetrack on the Formula One calendar. Welcome to the circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for today's practice session. The Spa circuit really is one of the most iconic tracks on the calendar, and Eau Rouge is one of the best corners in F1 history. A sweeping left-right left with a blind summit.
It's a downhill start with a sudden elevation change as you surge into a steep uphill section. From within the car, you cannot see the exit until you crest the hill. It's essential to stay flat out as the long Kemmel Straight continues to climb immediately afterwards.
Okay, here we are though guys. Here in Belgium, we're in the car right now. Looks like the rail power company powers it. Looks like the mechanics are working on the data progress so far of this racetrack so far at the circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Had its first Grand Prix in 1950, all the way back. Had an update in 2007, where you had to change the bus indicator to a small right left chicane instead of a left right left chicane. It used to be on the vehicle used from the 1970s to the late 2000 to mid 2000s until the last one was back. It was in 2005. The year I was born in. To this track with resurface and a bit of construction work on this. And by 2007, it wasn't on the calendar in Formula 1 in 2006, apparently not solid, or in 2004, not though, unfortunately not. And it wasn't returning to Formula 1 until 2007, and that's where Formula 1 bring back the Belgian GP circuit in Spa-Francorchamps, and the more racing accidents to come in the future. And the 2010 Belgian Hamilton won that race for McLaren. Had the Webman Kubica, yeah, he won that race fair screen in 2010, so yeah. But we're just going to look at the Toggle weather forecast, see what the weather would be like. And the fact there'll be some rain coming by the end of the race, I think that would be. Because I think we'll have a dry and wet rain we'll be having, though, for the race. So we might... So we're going to might start at the back of the pack for tomorrow's... for the race coming up. But anyway, our track right now is the championship leader, Lewis Hamilton, right now for Mercedes. The British driver comes out 27 champions out on second right now. And looks like hopefully he's going to do the best he can do for the second here in Belgium. So anyway, we're going to start doing the track station program. We're going to be trying to do so. We're going to go for flying up at this. And let's see how our first one will do with well. Yes, I know that, Jad. That returning to combat after each planet set is completely over, though. Successfully. So yeah, remember this segment I crossed here, this part, this area. I crossed it in my webbook called last season in Formula 1 and last F1 game in 2016. Hopefully this season in 2017 F1, so we're hoping we'll not cross this complete together for that though. Heading towards the first corner to the source. So that's the first part, that's a small heavy going to turn 1 there. Oh, I don't want to remember that 98 part of doing that crash the first of the race there. Oh, we go through a wood and through to Radio. Radio we go. Through a wood and down the Kemmel Straight we go through. Now down we go on the straightaway though. Down the Kemmel Straight. Plow the brakes. Heading down to turn 5. Oh, we're going to be bringing it. Oh, it's going to be wide there, turn 6. Potentially. That is not looking good so far for me for that here in Spa. But we're going to turn number, I think it is turn 8. And then into turn 9 of left-hander. I think that's poorly on. I think that might be at turn 10. So I might need to see what quality that is. Wrong bit green at turn 10 there. Purple is going to turn 11 there eventually. And first turn 12 and for this came. I mean, yeah. First to start foot. Are we going to turn? Oh my goodness, Green! What the hell, man? Sorry, God, that was my mother talking a bit. Then talking about if the cat's gone out, apparently. So yeah. But we'll just take a look at the replay again because my mother was distracting me while I was trying to drive the car, just move around this car. So going going into the turn 3 to start for, I completely gone the racing line eventually, and then I think that quite There are lots of going to turn 50 there. Can't believe I lost it completely there. Mom needs to stop. Mom needs to stop talking. I need to try to focus and concentrate on what I'm doing around this course here, the second spa. Eventually, that I need to try and do. Oh my goodness me! I just clipped the curb there, going into turn 17 there, and we're heading towards the bus substitution right now, through to 18 and turn 19. And heading to push the line right now. Let's see what the first lap will be. What score we get there? We got 505 points down. Thank you very much, Jeff. Alright, let's go. Okay, down we go. Down this straightaway here, the old pit lane straight, and up towards the old Woods Fantasy corner there, though. Oh my goodness, they are sit through there, clearly going through at the exit of Radion there, and going down the Kevin Straight we go on to them, guys. Can't believe I completely truly lost it there. I can't part completely truly. I did though. Through to turn 7 and into turn 8 we go. Nice indeed, power on the straight one now. I mean, not on the power straight, on the corners. On that turn. Okay, turn with very fancy that is for that. This is not bad like the watery thing, like a camping wood thing in this place is here in Spa in Belgium. Well, respectively, so yeah. We're going to turn 15 and going on this long straightaway DRS section here then. Actually, there's no DRS on this part of this circuit. In this first part of the section, in this first section of the circuit track. Unfortunately, not solely then. There's only just 2 DRS, so one stop finish and one going down the camera straight going into turn number 5. And we got purple. We got total score 595 points there. Eventually, we got purple. We completed the test. We completed the track organization program test. Eventually, so yeah, that done completely truly done. So well done for that for me to doing that track organization program here at the Spa Focus Society in Belgium. So we were doing really well for to get this car up and handy well for this. Going close to the first set of the track there, and 432 attempts off from Hamilton. They're all going to be wide there, but it's okay though. We'll just complete that eventually. So we'll just head back to pits though, eventually. And we're going to do another practice program we're going to be doing. We're going to do the time management next, and then lastly we'll do the qualified pace program. Then we'll do the fuel saving and the race strategy programs, practice programs next time in the next video, guys. We're going to be doing sorry for that. That we're going to be doing next time though for practice 2 and 3 for the Belgian Grand Prix. Let's hope how these time will affect a lot throughout this whole race weekend, and see how these will affect a lot though. So yeah, so we're gonna head back to pits now, guys, and I'm gonna do another practice program. Okay, so we done two of the possible of the team agenda we got there. We got done, guys. We have done the engine registration improvement, and we've done that complete. That's a tick there. So there's a maximum of 5, so that's 5 for each one of the ticks we're doing so far for that. So we chain 5 corners, a clean lap, complete full up using manual fuel, and to it and fasten optimal first set to pace and second set to pace second sector time in the qualified pace practice program in sector 1 and sector 2. If I want to go quicker than the Mercedes and Ferraris used to do it, and so the Red Bulls and the Force Integers team as well, eventually, like Chris, and also eventually the House F1 team as well. Truly sorry for that. Right. So we might do that as well. But we're gonna do that later on. So yeah. But anyway, though, so we've done that complete though for the track organization program. We're done, guys. So the next practice program we're gonna be doing is the time management program we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna use this. It's gonna be a crucial part of Formula One. We need to drive it in style because let's hope we can do the best and hopefully find the amount of grip we can try to accelerate, breaking corners. And some tire love use dub and to extend like the tire by being aggressive on the steering wheel in high speed corners and on the front on the exit tight corners. Yeah. So that's what we're going to go on to now. So let's start that practice program really truly betterly. Let's see how we do clear for this. Okay, off we go now. First lap of this time management program, I need to slow it down comparatively, and actually that's used for the fuel saving program uses that might be. Eventually, that is. So yeah, I need to try to keep the car nice and steady. Nice and steady, but always going to be very difficult then, that it is then. That's very truly starting to see fast that is. Eventually this is. Here at Spa. But was used to be on the McLaren car on the wheel wing back in 2006 apparently, where Bob Montoya and Kimi Raikkonen raced for that car team. From McLaren back in 2007, one to his two passes in 2016. Apparently, he being with the team to he eventually retired and decided to go and Zach Brown became the new team principal of McLaren. And the owner of McLaren technology after one's retirement. Disappointed in 2017 though, eventually for that. We wish you the best of luck though, Ron. For you, the former McLaren team boss. So yeah, disappointing save for the McLaren Racing Honda team. Apparently that is. So yeah. But anyway then, we're kind of doing really well so far as we are going through Starbuck and we go into this left hand clearly there. Oh, Jimmy, that call was too bloody hard. That is. If we got a hard average time, we're going to then, guys. That's not completely not really well for that, clearly. I know, Jeff. I know that it was not good, but we've got a good lap on low on fuel pace. So yeah, that was a good start to lap there. So unfortunately, our first lap does not improve a lot. Because unfortunately, we are actually heavy optimal tire wear. We're not average as usual just yet. Then nice going through that quad there to a ruse. Very nicely there, completely. That was eventually. Then we're going to Killer Street then. And Magnus is in P5, 6 for me, Alonso P7. So yeah, that's what it is so far on the target time so far, compensely then. Oh, I got on the grass there. I need to try. I was looking at the time on the timing screens. I was looking at the position graph eventually, not looking focused on the track eventually. Going on the curve could be a lot of time there. Apparently that is. What the hell, man? Okay, that won't be a lot, that is, then. Clearly. It looks like some of the rest of the races have got ahead of me there. So I think they're like Alonso, his teammate, still Van Dorn, the Belgian Formula E racer now. And I think someone's over to me. I was under the P10 so far in the position chart thing. Stroll's in P11 though for the Williams team. As the Canadian is winning in 11th on the yellow Soto has been out tons with potentially a lot though. He has potentially, so yeah. Okay, this could be the one. Can we get agree on this second lap attempt? We're deep for there, but we got it clear for there, and there we go. Got the circle, got the white circle into the green, and we got it. There we go. We sorted average tire wear. Good job there. So we got green. We completed that test completely. So we got on the second attempt lap. We done it very square. We completed that test, guys. We done the time management, so we completed that successfully. But can we aim for purple? I don't think we can. Not truly, sorry, man. All right, that's okay. We completed that one. All right, we'll head back to the pits. Got that confirmed. Okay, next up is the qualified pace progress needed, which is the fastest qualified use to a set of tires. So we're going to use that, and hopefully, how this will potentially do well. Let's have a quick information about. Let's go about the weather report, the weather forecast so far for you, Jeff. So he said there's no further accidents. If that's confirmed, suggested means there's no way expected, but there will be some rain coming to the end of this process, and there clearly, and there'll be some rain coming later on. The race will be getting to the main annual race coming up very soon, or later. That is, I mean, it will be rain at the end, so we might plan to go on the intermediate tyres for the end of the race. I think we might plan to do. Sorry. Just take a look at the. Let's just check a look at the tyre. Okay, we're just gonna head back to the pits right now, guys. Let's have a quick look at the power unit overall. Where so far, truly, man. Eventually, so NGUK kinetic 48%, MGU heat is actually motor generator unit heat is 39%, and the motor generator unit kinetic is, part is over 48% average, nearly over half of uses are 50%. That is. Okay, so and the gearbox is 47%, so we need to be very careful on those parts. If we need to try to survive this whole race, or not. If we don't know, we might. If our engine goes up higher, over 75%, means that could be a big problem by the end of the race for our car eventually, and we might lose fuel power advantage gauge, and that could be our race truly over. We might have a grid penalty. We might have a grid penalty for the next race in Monza, truly, I'll say, guys, and then we might have a new gearbox coming into the end of the season by this first season of our F126 career mode game. So yeah, eventually. And I haven't started F1 2016 season tutors yet, guys. I'll do, and that will be doing, and I'll be doing that shortly, maybe late September, maybe late 2022, or maybe next year in 2023. I'll say, guys, after I complete this season truly up though, eventually. So yeah. So there we go. We completed that successfully. So yeah, we're now gonna go on to the equipment pair, which is the purple Ozone tires time. So let's see how this one will do really well after. Since we completed the time management program last time out. Okay, we just warming up the cover outline though to the qualifying page program. We got Red Bull behind ahead of her. That's the 2021 World Champion. That's a Dutch driver, Max Verstappen, as a Red Bull Dutch driver from Holland or the Netherlands. It's kind of blocking us offensively, so the Verstappen needs to make extra space within his Red Bull. See, can the World Champion for 2021 can hopefully try to move out the way clearly. Okay, he's the 2021 champion. He is Verstappen. He's not making any room for that. So it looks like Verstappen's getting away from me. Apparently that is then. So going up to the Woods corner eventually. We'll do my cover pace one on the average then. Opening up the DRS right now. He's using DRS as well. So there's a car back in the car behind in the third distance, and we've gone faster. And oh my goodness me! Verstappen just had a big lock up there going to turn number 5 down. I completely better my lap time. I'm afraid that's going to win my first lap of my qualifying pace. Let's just see what happened. I can't believe he ruined my first lap doing my qualifying pace problem. Let's look at that replay again on Max's car. So let's look at the replay of what happened to him. So the Red Bull, let's say, the V3 locked up on its white front and lost steering there, that completely blocked me essentially, that is. So that's a big, massive lockup there from Max there for the reigning champion 2021, for the 2021 champion. And look at that, that's a huge Mikey Beastie lockup there for the Dutch driver there. And then I went to banker player. Is that further down for win? I think not, though. I don't think so. It's certainly not. So yeah, potentially, so yeah. I think his teammate David Carr is just behind me. He's just behind me, guy, in the other Red Bull car. Eventually, so yeah. So these Red Bull cars are from Cristiano's team, the team principal boss of Red Bull Racing is having his driver, is having having a hard time trying to help to sort those drivers out with these Red Bull mechanics, bosses, and all this as well. And he's also made also as well, and also chief designer Adrian Newey is part of the team Stewart French as well. That's what it is, and also no sign as also like I forgot that name again. Who worked with team professionally, so I forgot about his name again. I don't think offensively forgot about. So yeah, but never mind. I'll get him some. I'll come and find him another time. Like he worked for the McLaren team and also the Williams team, apparently. So yeah, that's what he did apparently. So yeah, and I forgot what his name again. Unfortunately, I think he's like Adrian Newey or maybe something else. I think that might be for that. So yeah, apparently. So yeah. So if we go into case one now, so for Max Wundal first slap on our cover pace for that because he just got me a terrible lap time there as the Dutch driver, as the 2021 champion, blocked me clearly after had a huge mighty locker going into turn 5 there completely. That's what happened to him though, respectively. So yeah. So yeah. So we go to our woods and on we go now and plowing down the camel straight now. No put up deal with frantically and also we're doing really well to keep this pace up. So yeah. This Spa Focus is a good friend for Max Verstappen. He actually won this race last year. But apparently, this is going to be the best day truly for him if we come into this year's Belgian GP. More clean, more often, this is going to be for that than last year's torrentious rain race that was last season. If we're going to be wide at turns 5 and 6 and 7, I think we've gone through there. That's the second sector there. I think we lost a crucial bit about of time there through that second sector. And we've gone the curves a bit, and that will cost us even more time apparently. Over 400 tenths now. Not good the curves though. Let's just keep off the curves there potentially. For that then. Keep them looks clearly though. So we go through turn number 14 we go through. And we go into turn number 15. As we go down this straight here and up we go back up the hill again. Brake hardly to the bus up again and look at that for Verstappen on the soft tyres. Has completely well done, but then he's now coming back into the pits there clearly. Eventually, but he's now got his teammate Daniel Ricciardo just behind me now. He's sort of up into P6. Well, meanwhile, we sort of started to P9 had the car sights there. As my wife is such a place ahead of me though in the Force Engine P8. So the Mexican, my wife in this race had two disappointing doing nails retirement in the last two races in Britain and also in the last race in Hungary as well. Eventually at the Hungarian so again also in Silvers as well. This is a disappointing save for this season for Perez. Second half of the season, midway through the season so far compared to two disappointing in the last two races apparently, so he had got though. That he had gotten though, apparently, that is, yeah. Even though and him, even though him and I retired that race in that Azerbaijan GP in Baku, potentially with these cars about though. Potentially, so yeah. We'll go over the curves on this lap offensively, or probably that will do better. And we got on the curves again at Prawn corner. Damn it. Well, it looks like we've fended off quite well for that. Well, we're looking good here so far. Here with Hungary, I'm here at Belgium after the Hungarian Grand Prix at the Budapest circuit. What's been your favourite moment in my race? What's your favourite moment in my video of this? About those videos of this F1 2020 career so far for my career, though, guys. What's your favourite? Well, my favourite was that Canadian Grand Prix race apparently with the retirements of Vettel, Hamilton, Verstappen, and Marcus Ericsson. That was retirement of Verstappen, Hamilton, and Vettel, three legendary world champions apparently today. So yeah. So yeah, that was my favourite for that. for my favorite mode of this so far in my F120 playlist career mode for this gameplay. So yeah, worked really well for that for myself. That was back from then. So yeah, I really love that moment for this. Yeah. So unfortunately, we failed that program. We failed the qualifying pace program. Unfortunately, we failed about this. Unfortunately, so for this practice, session 1. So eventually, so yeah. So nothing we could hand about it though. So yeah, perpetually. So yeah, just following up a few remaining. We'll pit this lap. We'll pit off, and we might put on another fresh set of purple or soft tires there, with the color, the purple actual color that Sophia has. Like Princess Sophia from Sophia First, and also Princess Rapunzel from Tangled. Eventually, she also has purple on her gown. President generally stuck at the top, but Martin forgot on himself. Eventually, so yeah. I just press it into replay bar, but that's okay though. I'll just head back to the pits. Alright, I just press it into replay by accident, by incident though, guy. But that's my apologies for that though. But we'll just head back to the pits instead. We'll just heading back to the pits though, guys. So we'll head back in. We'll head back to the garage right now. We'll head back to the pits and see how we did not do well on that qualified pace program. So unfortunately, our lap time completely slow below our pace, or below our target qualified pace. So we tried to get that completely. The estimated best lap time is a 1 minute 49.87 to 1 minute 50.48, but unfortunately we said 1 minute 51.309. So that's a current best lap time so far. We're currently sitting in 9th place so far at the moment though, behind all the footballs. And look at that, one would grow the French ahead of headed to Weber, Max Verstappen, Lewis, and David Carr there. So currently actually faster in the first sector, but they got quicker than me throughout the second sector and third final part of the second of the circuit, and also my rival Checo. Or I'm only just 250 tenths off from him. Unfortunately, I am at so leave for that afterwards for that. Kimmy's in fourth, Fella's in third, but the game is only about over one. I think it's about 170 millisecond 170 tenths off from both of these for each other, and over 500 millis 500 tenths off from Hamilton and Bottas's time there from both of the Mercedes team. Both are looking our strongest hope for this weekend here in Belgium at Spa. As for Toyota's team, the team principal of Mercedes, looking a good eye on them for this weekend here in Belgium to take the top spot going into this weekend. And Matteo Powers set up to Jibby. He's on a lap right now. Potentially for he's on right now. Hasn't doing good so far. Even though he's now commentating, eventually he retired from that. Seriously though. But even though if there's there's a bit of a bit of spark coming back into that well there for my teammate there. As my other way driver, looks like he's going to not do really well. Let's see what his first start is going to be for my teammate there. And it's a 152.294 there, as Giuliani goes P17 at the moment, unfortunately. So my other British driver is not doing really well so far, potentially than me that I have. Potentially that is, yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Alright, so I might go and do one more lap then, guys. So there's currently only just about 52 minutes and 30 seconds left to go at this first process of the Belgian GP for only this video only, guys. So yeah. So I'm gonna do some more laps of this circuit, guys, and then I'll see at the end of the video, and I'll see it by the end of the at this practice of sorry, at the end of this practice session, at the end of FP1, see who's gone fastest and quickest in this first part practice. Sorry, not qualifying. We're not into that just yet. We're in practice still. Eventually, we are in solely, guys. We're out afterwards for that then, guys. So yeah. So we'll see at the end, guys, and see who has gone fastest in this first practice session of the Belgian Grand Prix at the circuit Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Belgium. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing right now. But anyway, I'll see you at the end then, guys. I'll see you at the end of practice one, guys, and see who's going quickest. So the end of practice one, guys. As I was just skipping to the end of this then, because my practice running out of charge. It's getting to it life unfortunately is getting to then, guys. But we finished the day in peace. We were 6 quicker. It was surprisingly better, but the four-time champion for Scandinavia on top had Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes in second place. Valtteri Bottas in third had the Max Verstappen, and his Kimi Räikkönen in fifth. We're in sixth, had the David Carr, Massa, Gross, and Perez. My rival rounded the top 10. So good job for my team. Palmer all the way down in P17. Not a good way. See, he would have stopped the weekend off with a banger then. So not good for that clearly. So yeah. So unfortunately, he finished the day down in P17 for that first at the end of that first practice session in Spa in Belgium. But potentially, let's see how many resources points we got from that practice for that first practice session in at Spa in Belgium. So here's the results after we done the season participation results we did for practice 1. So yeah, we completed 9 laps, passed 4 team objectives. Obviously, did pass 1 as well completely. It's completely ready. Yep, yep, as good as well. Okay, that's cleared so well. So we've done that clearly there, guys. So yeah, that's what we did so far for that clearly. So yeah, we've done that very clearly for that though. So yeah, very good. We've done these objectives clearly done it at the end of the practice 1 for this first practice of the Belgian Grand Prix, guys. Very good. That is the video, guys. Thank you for everybody for watching this video, guys. And next time we're going to be doing the practice 2 and 3 for the Belgian Grand Prix, guys. I hope you guys will be seeing that potentially for the next time. We'll be doing that next time. Actually, next time in the next video, then, guys. But guys, that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more gameplay video on F1 2017, guys. But apart from that, guys, thank you very so much for watching, guys. But guys, that's all for now. Until next time, guys. We'll see you all later.